Do you need a green screen but don't have the space or can't afford one? Then you need Personify Chromacam. This program will allow you to use your laptop webcam or any other webcam that you may have with a green screen effect. It's available for free to use forever with watermark, or you can buy the Chromacam Pro for a one-time fee of $30. Check it out in the description below. Hey guys, welcome to Random Fandom. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to undervolt your Intel processor for your laptop to gain better performance. So what you want to do is you want to go over to Google and you want to search for Intel Extreme Tuning Utility. It should be the first result on the page. Leading you to a page is downloadcenter.intel.com. If it's not from there, then it's probably fake. So after you go there, you want to download xtusetup.exe. You just follow the directions in the setup and you should be good to go. So after that, what you want to do is you want to open up the program. So the icon looks kind of like a rectangular box like that, and I've already pinned it to my start menu, so it should be easy for me to find. Then you want to go to settings. You want to go to advanced options, and you may want to disable the automatic update notifications, the telemetry if you want better privacy, and if you want, you can enable battery monitoring, but I'm not going to do that. Your active power plan, I have mine set to high performance. Now that is the power plan for Windows. Of course, I'll make a guide on how to tune the Windows profile, so when you set it, it gives you better performance. But for now, we're just focusing on undervolting your CPU in Intel XTU. You can change your step size here, so if you want finer control, you can select 1 like what I did, and there you go. So to undervolt your CPU, you go to all controls, or actually you can go to core voltage offset. You want to change that from 0, you scroll up to -0.100 for a Core i7 7700 HQ. That's where they recommend you start for 7th generation Intel laptop Intel processors. So there you go. For your processor on an Intel 7th gen, they recommend starting from there. And then what you want to do is, after you set it to that, you want to benchmark your computer. Or no, not benchmark, but stress test. Stress test for at least 30 minutes. If you don't want to use Intel XT, if you want to use a better stress test tool, you can use Prime 95. It's a more intensive test, but it's not required. Since this is just supposed to be a quick, easy guide, we're not going to download Prime 95 and show you how to use it there. We'll just use the built-in Intel stress test. So then you just click on Start Testing. And then what it will do is it will run the test. Now when you set your settings, you want to click Apply before you test. So I've already found my ideal settings, so it's testing with that, and you will see your max temp and all. So after you're done testing, I'm just going to click stop. We're not going to let this run for minutes and just let you sit around. You can then pause that, and then you can mouse over where your highest temp is, and then you can see how high you went. And you can also check if you had power limit throttling, current limit throttling, or thermal throttling. If you had any of that, then the undervolt is probably going to help you. Now for power limit throttling, if you're power limit throttling, then what you want to do is probably reduce the turbo boost settings, so reduce the wattage. But you probably won't have those issues as much as you will have thermal throttling, so you can just leave those alone. all you need to do is just touch the core voltage offset. So if it's running fine, then what you can do is you can click on that number, and then you can go even lower. So scroll up even more, and then go lower. And then you go back and stress test. Eventually you may reach a point where your computer then starts to have problems. It may freeze, or it may restart, or do something of that sort. What you want to do after that is you restart your computer, then you go back to Intel XTU, and then you change it back down. So if it, say, throttles or freezes at 0.105, then you go down to 0.104, and if it still continues to have issues, then you drop it to 0.103. And then if 0.103 is fine, then you can click save, give your profile a name, and then click on save and apply. And after every change, you need to be sure to hit apply though. So I changed it to 1.02, you need to click apply. So after you find your perfect settings where it doesn't reboot, you save your profile, and then you should have your profile. So mine is RandomFandom. Yeah, I've already gave mine a name. When you want to apply your profile, so let's say after you restart your computer, if Intel XT somehow just doesn't save your settings and it just comes back up with the default, you just click on your profile, hit show values, and then click apply, and then it will apply your settings. And then there you go. That's all you need to know on how you undervolt your CPU. If you want to go a little more in depth, you do have the ability to have settings for different applications. You can turn that on if you want, but I'm not going to. You're just better off to just have it set system wide. And then if you have any specific application that has issues with it, then you can apply a specific setting for that application. But if you do what I said, you probably won't have so many issues. Now for my specific laptop, I've done research, and somebody posted that negative 0.130 works perfectly for them, and that it would crash at 0.150. So negative 0.150, the computer would freeze up or restart. So I might go to negative 0.14 sometime, but for now I'll just stick with 0.130 since that's working fine, and it's already lower than the recommended setting for like just all Intel 7th generation. So it's already been tuned for this laptop already. So that is how you undervolt your CPU. For extra bonus tip, you do have graphics, and I don't know exactly how far you need to undervolt, but to undervolt your graphics it will probably be right here, processor graphics voltage. You just click on that number and you can change the voltage, but we're not going to do that. If you're watching this, perhaps you're a gamer. So in that case, if you're on a laptop, a newer laptop, when that's been made within like the past few years, then you probably have what's known as NVIDIA Optimus, if you have an NVIDIA graphics card. So what it does is it basically changes your graphics automatically to suit the application that you're running, but it doesn't always work perfectly. So if you want higher performance, you want to guarantee it, what you want to do is you right click on your desktop, click on NVIDIA control panel, and then you should go here to manage 3D settings, click on high performance NVIDIA graphics, and then click on apply. And then it will be giving you the high graphics for all of your applications. So that's how you get better performance there. Now if you want to learn how to optimize your graphics card for the best settings, that would be put in another video where I optimize the graphics settings for NVIDIA graphics cards. As for AMD, that will have to wait. I don't have an AMD computer yet, so I can't do anything with AMD's software that they have to show you how to do this stuff. But there you go. That's your extra bonus tip on how to get higher graphics performance. Now, of course, when you set it to that, you do have less battery life. Just keep that in mind. So thanks for watching this video. If you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell if you're the coolest person in the world, and you will be delivered a unicorn for free by a UFO flying over your house with a nice friendly alien. Thanks for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe.